38 tons of gold. And just because you have this city, any dollar politics into you. Government person stabilize cities into Bank of Ghana for ton gold no nyina say I can't first 19 tons. Bank of Ghana for ton ye gold ni nyina o amanaka 19 tons just because some person stabilize city no. Na unim besi ne Bank of Ghana for nche nipa kro mo ton ma omo. Na omo ka say ye John. Omo san ko bank parliament bi say gold no ma ton gold 38 tons no. Ah omo ton amanaka 19 tons pe no. Ba parliament san mo mutumi no san ko to gold ni bi meka ho. Na ye bu so omo say sa 19 the amount 38 tons na ma ton na be di 19 tons mo ton ma hwan. Mo ton at what price? Because you see I only say sa 38 tons no you see ye kwa to gold no fofo bi ma ye babo ka 1.2 billion dollars net this. And it's our plane na same way nyina that national taxes me say omo boa he na say na auditor general call parliament or say ona no call parliament na enkrofo bi edisika dada then this ba pa we auditor general hu auditing bi aso be call parliament say go disika audit enkrofo be call. Now what is the auditor general waiting for? Go to court and prosecute them. No mo the auditor general about parliament on enkrofo disika na kokwana story who case go to parliament, go to court, sue them. Oh no kramu to me sue enkrofo we end disika ma Masa begina parliament and go discuss and ghost names, education ghost names. That 1 year near 1.5 years. Just go to court. Diversionary taxes from gold no makotono. Then I will gold 38 tons. What kotonwa manabeka 19 tons. Oton ma samayo. Oton ma friends and family. Oton ma deyo. Oton ma Dubai fo. Otoma Kuwait for we don't know. No was about parliament here and Tom Obium. Me was a see as ye cast ye koto gold na. Ye best about 1.2 billion into a young man. Now near Jumaye, junior Juma Juan Pacho. These are the questions. You should don't allow yourself to be diverted. Don't allow your brain to be diverted. Diversionary taxes. They are costing diversionary taxes. They are costing diversionary taxes. I swear to God. Diversionary taxes. Government per se. Oyi adwene the main issue so which is that gold no makoton moton ma hwan moton no sen den afede ye kwakoto gold bi ma ye san boka 1.2 billion dollars. And who is going to pay? This is clear financial loss. This is causing financial loss to the state. We are causing financial loss to the state, and somebody ought to pay for it. But said the be am obi adwene cause say financial loss be has been committed. Yem peso obi abe hu se ne ma akoso no makwakoche Freddie Blay ni nyina diversionary taxes. Freddie Blay o makwakoche ni me see diversionary taxes. Akokra we wo kwache ni o case anya afa na kwache obi just take the person to court. Edu boy in case am start ye hu baby akodu. Mo kwache nkofo gold na de na ebi mo small go ye hu baby a case na kodu. All the cases that attorney general starting here, OSP starting here ni na case na koti saying. Face those cases. Me add new ones. The wire that no crop fire omunyina no ye obi no obe defend obi ama o say o my bonia somebody no ye defend obi a chi omunyina omo a wachi omo no for omo di asem no na uni case ntino why didn't say ma o say we dey since professors no mo Legon no ye press conference about say him fan na gold no when ye ton gold ma what to say newspaper be carry gold no one say o ma sheda o ma divert attention. Oh, my Trini bra plane. And I need diversionary taxes, I'm telling you. Diversionary taxes. Diversionary taxes. And I also can't be people for you bedi watem into nobody wants to talk about the main issue, no. The main issue. He started Iran, America for war, he started a cancer massa. Near my bobe costro. They affect here near do no moody atem. Because you know, almost best will be other can and want them. And then your friend saying Echo TV3 no aka say ampa war yi start crude oil boy cost on the world market. Edu jita maklo. O say crude oil boy cost on the world market. But again, the government in person obi abeka crude oil boy na say mo. On person obi abeka crude oil boy na say and oh ye better so. And then they atumu no. The reality of the fact is that global politics no effect. Yeah, we are coming to see it. That is why COVID-19 and can see their politics. That is why Ebola and can see their politics. What do you say? Digital class. I now can we TV3 no.
Crude oil price is doing. I just checked from Energy News, one of very respected news outlets, online news outlets on energy-related issues. And they are projecting that crude is doing about $99. Before the conflict, crude was doing $66. And so that's almost like $20 or $30 or so more that has added onto the situation before the conflict. So quite clearly, these are the things that are happening. But thankfully, the one that significantly impacts on pricing, which is the exchange rate, by reason of the current managers of the economy and what they've been able to do, it had kept the currency a bit more stable for the purposes of planning. And so, if the Ghana cedi today were to be trading at $15, 15 Ghana cedi to $1, the price of petroleum products would have been like 23 Ghana cedi for a liter. But because the current managers of the economy have been able to manage the stability of the Ghana cedi for the past 13 months or more, it has anchored the pressure that this current conflict would have. And that's what makes it a bit more different.
When digital macro can say making it different because you're stabilizing cedi, but cedi stabilization in the Ghana for Sika and Kebeti Media a friends and factory. I'm a boy saying but because of politics in Tino. As you see a force why destabilizing cedi, and cedi monso in the next couple of why we have best cost. You see, because there may be one man. And this idea politics. And this idea politics at all. And this idea politics. And this idea politics cry be any. And all can I say Iran near America for war no could have walk us through. I say when me come on Facebook or mudi attempts because I don't want to engage them. Me nya home me read them comment and mudi attempt. Really. Because when my boss be say when SHIT hits the fan, one kata obehu. E drew one na say e bo no global crude oil price no cost na e kan Ghana. Na kan ya ni fuel ni ade ye tuma. We will see it. Let's face the reality. Ni nyina anya ba ko say on my nation building, we are building more. And I remember the famous speech of President Mahama Christmas. He any NDC Ghana, any MPP Ghana, Ghana ni nyina Ghana ye ba ko pe. Ghana no nyina ye Ghana e ba ko pe. Nti wan hwe now they could be bia be politics chinchina ye fanya politics ochina no ye ne ye ho be kire yen. And you see politicians there, they come and go. They come and go. Into the politics or no enfan because o call no obeji na yes gracia. What I say, obeji na yes gracia, they really don't care. Who no never affect you. And that is why it's a politician that we must be bold enough. Bold enough. See a becker ye de adwene be ye adwuma to show politicians that ye adwene kwense sa ye bibia na betimi ada yen. All these things are diversionary tactics. Diversionary tactics from crude oil, fuel bekosro. Fuel ye po bekosro. America fuel gas was say $3.60. $3.60. But of course, America do no more konto kwanti e be affect omo first before e be ye obia. But baby can Ghana ni baby Iran for blocking no. Unnecessary politics. Yeah, honest me say na ye bahanum to expose the unnecessary politics and I. Bibia ye politics. Bibia ye politics. We will expose it today. The unnecessary politics. From plain idea politics. Say Kufuado do Timwa, a Kufuado go high plane there, and any safety beam, only Ojari William. Now, President Mama Kofani Niadia, okay, for his safety, also finding a plane. A Kufuado called you honorary doctorate or swa honorary doctorate. But President Mama Ko Korea, a man honorary doctorate degree, okay, see a man, President Mama honorary doctorate. A Kufuado Nia, Ekoye Bibia, a problem. But you're the mining a Juma Emma Ibrahim there, and your problem. What kind of double standards? No. Minya bema ono so journalist Nathan Kwao. I'll go back to it and read Nathan Kwao there. And they're journalists of I mean, these are all everyday voices. Journalists of all more opinions. Of course, they are Ghanaians. It is own to me that's a journalist decide to speak. That's a friend saying their prerogative. What you say? Also, power to me, people, and I then I want can wait time, and I can wait say. I mean, Obi and Okao. Nobody owes you a friend saying speaking no. Obi and Oka. It is a Manasseh Akananano, and people like Manasseh, they have been vocal. Myself, if you choose not to listen to us, now so bet you people from now. That's on you. That's on you. And therefore, what I said, that's on you. That's on you. It's entirely your business. Let me go back. But in the meantime, President Mama, a few moments later, a few moments later, this one, this is the first one that came. I think there's another one, Uncle for say President Kufuor the award, honorary doctorate, or they call him, and do Korea for so also honorary doctorate. So now and also kind of saying because because it's just crazy how the idea politics. Let me play you this one before I go back to old one because old one my brother.
Ezu Nwako University bia yema doctor abra odasu mampenyo anka odi ewie nakọ nom ka say oh ye twa wejuma wo ya ade sei enti ye pese wo ba ne bo abaso ne ma honorary doctorate University of Ghana he nyina we chimo monsa mo mama no doctor nunso mi nimbe bi o.
A few moments later.
This honor you have bestowed upon me today is one that I accept on behalf of all the people of Ghana as a symbol of the deep respect and mutual relations and admiration that exists between our two countries.
Well, a few moments later, I am for you know. Well, a few moments later, I am for you know, baby, a dear bedu. A Kufuor kwaje a award the dear Debbie, or Tiakonyaso, in Tieniso, a honorary doctorate. But obedient, you see, sometimes President Mama, and the boys know. I know more pushing the market can you must no more pushing on why we are no who's no with the Atiafaso. Let me play you the video again.
Ezu Nwako University bia yema doctor abra odasu ye mampenyo anka odi ewie nakọ no ka say oh ye twa wejuma wo ya ade sei enti ye pese wo ba ne bo abaso ne ma honorary doctorate University of Ghana he nyina we chimo monsa mo mama no doctor nu mi nimbe bi o de ko.
A few moments later.
This honor you have bestowed upon me today is one that I accept on behalf of all the people of Ghana as a symbol of the deep respect and mutual relations and admiration that exists between our two countries.
So, politics in yet. You should not do politics with things. I deal with honorary doctorate, the more be a effort. So especially when they're coming from another institution or another country. So effort. Say why you be I saw mine and oh yeah, my doctorate. And normally for diplomacy sake, you know, what you can now ko baby a monyam na nkofo per se omo de show. It's difficult to say menje. It's because okay say on jia. Coin be so no you have disrespected the people. But this is President Mama. Now, another one, caught pants down. Caught in the act. Another a few moments later. Last me boba kuche another a few moments later. No so beka enko no so enka ho.
Yawo. Ezu.
Train we
in Russia omo ko a efa ya Ghana for efa ye ho ben. Yeah, it's your baby. Ukraine Russia war. What's not play mu now? Cause we call Ukraine now. Ufi Accra, 7,000 kilometers. And San Wakudru. No more come on talkwa. Then say Yesika sem. Na Cote d'Ivoire son kase. Say Russia Ukraine no more come. And so
A few moments later.
Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran.
Another few moments later. Like I'm saying, politics and yet. We shouldn't do politics with it. Russia-Ukraine war, and they are far away from Ghana. But Iran, America, they are close to Ghana. At the end of the day, no mind Ghana, no, we must focus. Say or mind, not necessarily politics. Also, another few moments later, you know. In the president Kwamba is say a few moments later, in fact, I can't bear for because Galamsey, they bet me Galamsey, so a few moments later. Oh, I will pass the LGBT bill, and our parliament are pass a sign. A coup for signing to also sign it. Some George, a few moments later, I bet you some George. So demonstration that we have to or buy LGBT non can want them. And talk on DSTV can sell LGBT non call the coso as one can want them. So it's sad that we do everything. In fact, Kamala Harris a crab by all the Ghana colors, any America colors to grow good, and yes, yeah, LGBT colors. I mean, unnecessary politics. Yeba bet you way, yeba bekum, yeba chin coffee way, yeba jelly or munina. How many cases na mo jelly? Because it does not lie in your mouth. It does not lie in your mouth. It only lies in court. So we prove you'll be guilty. Court also, so you see the wheels of justice grind slowly. Young court one day. I was say Obia having a day in court. I said, also be a no. Into the Nipan Drew court, and not just a 1 hour jail. No. And so you be jail. When Tina Tamos about first, Nana Rollins say, in jelly and people at Tamos is no more failing a kind. And no more not you failing a kind. Sunny what charge him first. Then what pay investigation po first. Then what charge, then what by charge me. Okay, Rollins and Tie, young cocoa keke. You have a cocoa no ko losing out the war about Betnasi. Then what about Manica wasting government's time? Attorney General press conference, baby, case na kosi say. Because press conference as any admissible evidence or court to. Any admissible evidence or court. Say a few moments later, Galamsey, and also a few moments later. Yeah, they buy a best topic Galamsey. Yeah, they buy best topic. Oh, a few moments later. What then I know the answer? Hey, buy the Abama Obia, did you be a bag Galamsey, ni be peche. And as Sami Jeff Papa and Nasi Omako Kuno. Sami Jeff you ask and me say. Enyam Robert, so we are Galamsey for it was targeted because 9 months of one banner muching of what. In say I don't go for the police station. Yeah, you go ne from some go no way. I know more meaning see a bit you moka. No. It's a few moments later, they bet you be a see, but said no, easy for be announced on bedum Kania. A few moments later, no. We must not do politics with Kania. We must not do. In fact, I know the SRT first saying Mahama time and so MPP for the doom so your politics momo umkocha nyum nyina wo ho but it started under Kufo time adum so no be started say ba and NDC for the year politics Ghana na ya na ere fi say NDC beko MPP in fact na na do opposition ni fi ye num kane da me no me enu ebedum kane a me kra de me wo inventor ti me yedum kane akra me wo comfortable lead your problem no we allow politicians to mislead us. We allow politicians to mislead us and do unnecessary politics with things when that is not supposed to be done. And then a few moments later, I checking no LGBT assembly and kind. Oil the nearby kind. You see, they say America full bo gas cost boba Ghana, and they say almost say about the tokania needs to near me do on my necessary account because that they starting automatic price adjustments. It is a automatic price adjustment. They are not just a crude oil cost slightly, no. Yes, yeah, they cost. Although there's a tax component, I don't understand why tax say the two petrols go for their politics. Or maybe anyone of my tax component and fuel pricing. More so a third world country like Ghana must say a friend taxes and share fuel pricing. What do you mean? The shame. Or maybe anyone of my talk gas, say UK, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Germany, US, ufu on tax wom. Na America cry the okoto and from a cry. tax wom. To ade wa Amazon tax wom. Ghana nko ade the tax be politics. Yeah, the tax be politics. Ebi eni na go Bank of Ghana for akọ parliament ye mo kwa no mkoto gold. Gold no nya. Gold na mo beto ye na nya. NDC fo enya bi etumi aton. E dey show up pumping into the economy and ma see the nice stable no. Gold no nya nka ye koto bi abeka ho. Ama ye koboka 1.2 billion dollars ye onye cedis. Ghana nie. Nti ye mpe no kre. Ba obi obe attempt so obe kan okre bia no ye ntuma dogs no mu di na tem no nye din. Ye di na tem tie ne omo independent voices bebre omo person be kasa. I just said the team legal wife one ade ye nkofo no. Ye be di wa attempt obi aba obi entumi nka bi. Sa na NDC ni MPP for ayo my say team legal wife. Abi ye be di wa attempt to that kingdom come. Ateni ni some omo de omo ko hu school. Omo ni matem didi ko na ba bia se de ye no. But do what I'm not attending on TV that are like, people, what is this is very uncouth, very crass, but also a speciality, no. Or do what I said about Mekenbi. We can't run governance like that. You're running a bank like that. If you need the President Trump, you the politics, the grocery bill, and then President Trump buy on grocery bill as him. Who got $200 to the Costco crowd? Who could dear grow coffee koda? Who got $200? Who the Costco koda? Because I'm toshe. Uto nam, uto jene intos meko, uto bibika asan and toshe. Seminani a draw crane to be. This is being a Ghana bay. Say inflation na ye cooking. Unim say information just say even statistical service. You are in charge of all calculating inflation come up amono. Because you perceive a cooking inflation figures. Now cooking inflation your bottom so better have a cookie. If you cook the inflation figures to Ghana and say, oh, inflation is what about 4.3. Your bottom so better have a cookie any. Uko joma prices are high. But inflation it just say anyama bwana is stable by 4.3. Changes no, because inflation is not about whether prices are high or low. It's about the percentage, the rate of increase. The rate of increase. But some inflation at 4.3, it's not reflecting in people's pockets. It's not reflecting in people's pockets. This is the sad situation. This is the sad situation. We unnecessarily do politics with everything. Unnecessarily, we do politics with everything. Inflation and their politics. And any politics are constructive politics are children. And maybe I become because sometimes opposition so are getting the count money ye build your mind. Said Dr. Callistus Mahama, President Mahama, Executive Secretary, so Bia all complaining about president say, oh, you should in your plane. No, and also I didn't try in the teacher man a beboa. No, yeah, the and say, ye mediatem. Into the message from Eneko, Bia for political sake, or didn't you young quarter Manchester IQ no, and drew baby a friend saying, a bit to me a political discourse because I didn't try any teacher of mine. Before democracy, baby, and no governor, they I didn't try. Into Nippon status or dear temper, the person has lost the plot. We have lost the plot. And it's not just about president plane. If you're a helicopter, a crash car. Helicopters in your dada. Helicopters in your dada. Arena ache. Eti ye was say your parliament. Na ye pesi kanye kase. We are retooling your air force. Helicopter dada ni na ye tuwa gunia tofofro. Ye de wo na ye dada ni na be training for air force training school. Ye kotofofro. Ye talk from my president and stop the unnecessary politics. About parliament, so MPP form must not do politics with it in parliament. It is now also your 10 year Rafael Market minority leader. Don't you dare about parliament. I mean, politics or hot. It is our job to protect our president. And your president in your job. Because the moment a president in your to play a man no. Just okoya boni aye to minka. Or cross the line aye to minka. Conflict of interest by yen to minka and a mana say canon. And mini abema a first Nathan Gaduga, not a journalist. And this is what Nathan writes on Facebook. Let me show you what he's writing. And this is what he's writing. Or say it is a state capture. This is what Nathan or say it is a state capture for one family, but for another family, there it is indigenous mining push. The double standards and the stinking hypocrisy aches, but there is still no scandal, so it's okay. No. It is a Kufuor time no more a state capture. But a obita near mining there be a indigenous mining sector and you push you. Okay, take for the time by we to a Japakra mobile. There was a whole machinery. Oh no, I was against a Japa, but it was on the basis of principle. Say, yeah, making sure that more free gold mining areas in no more about so. But a lot of people brand oh Gabi mo person be we are Ghana gold. But and now Ibrahim Mama Konya and concession or be mining ejuma. And I like it because Ibrahim Yesika Ghana economy name on the wall. But the same way na Gabi Yesika Ghana economy name on the wall. And then Gabi the onye Ghana ni. And I Gabi the onye score the Beko bush or the Beko Wiem or the Beko heaven. But Ibrahim Mama the onye score Baba Ghana. This is the necessary politics that Nathan Gadu is talking about. This is the unnecessary politics. You obi the young polishing and young as no the obi ase by a cook do the other be or your bonsam. You could for the bush and for the bonsam. Tiagin Papa Crower. Although a Japan doctor do for the idea by you. Doctor do for the idea, a Japan idea nearby, but I could for the time to implement it to the be bonsam. It's sad. It is sad what we are doing in Ghana. Ye destroy a nation, no. And unfortunately, your young people never because we are not teaching them anything better. And I hear how more, and I say more, and only a ne, and no, any a ne, and only a ne. They be a make us say, "Ye who are one ye need a crowd." We've gone half of the life. What you say? But more banner. You are the one who are supposed to open your eyes and understand politics, and understand that some politicians are fooling you. You should know that they are fooling you. And call them out. Yeah, they be an hour so yeah, we mum na mekasa. No, I'm calling politicians. No, Ghana ni your mumai. Ghana ni obia Ghana be enuni. Enuni. I was in favor of Ibrahim. Time I know a year friend saying you know he need bauxite, Eston cubic. No, I was in favor of Ibrahim handling it because my concept is yeah, my Ghana is a major player in the mining sector. Into combining bauxite ni be a Ghana for the benye adwuma because you say you're comfortable say bro need o me wi sikanko o me tu oil abrofu na etu gold abrofu na etu bauxite abrofu na etu lithium abrofu na etu but the same thing I did pushes Ibrahim enya ade no the same thing I was say to me the boy say another Ghanaian and so yeah as long as policy no dey ba na you good enye good cry yen nyina betumi de adwen aka ho ne abo ahia yentene no ahachia yen straighten aha say yenye say we should encourage it instead of ye be label no na say out ya omo release a first for government lands government buy ya o say we release a friend saying ban on selling of state lands no they say the state lands no ye betumi aton state lands but this is exactly what some time ago NDC say MPP for ton state lands. Into your bonnet. What you say? You ton state lands into your bonnet. But NDC buy idea or see ton state lands no into a left ban. Said they buy a year first saying or almost betobi. Oh, the double standards. I don't have any problems here ton state land because state land no one for a certain purpose. In Kroma JSA. State land no yefanya ade e sefata ebeboa echirima ba se bia obi investor bi aba na so say state land no obetimi de see factories be 10 why not I will see a ton man no see factory no I de beboa Ghana ba ye de politics sa be si ne NDC baye one of the things NDC aye ne say ono so koye a left man na ye beton state lands into obi a wo sika otu betimi ato state land no Branebeto state land nibi. You see, politics in yet. Why did we do politics? Why did Sir John? Yeah, Sir John who yeah say oh Sir John. Akwa koto then. I say Obin koto yinibida. I say Obin koto bida. Let me show you a state land. Ewa Hanum say. It's just this is state land. I say government lifts suspension on sale of state lands with new stringent guidelines. Allo. Stringent guidelines be any settings. Stringent guidelines be any settings. Then onya again. Me my journalist wa Ghana chew. Nina settings. Stringent guidelines be ni honum. Ye cotons as no be atobi. But what sending message I would at them who needs count to me koto webi. But buying penny phone in no more is coming in a better. Oh, NDC ni MPP. When we tell you so we are the same, it's just a matter of say colors they change. 4 years people will change. And 4 years they keep recycling because under President Kufuor Jacob Chebelamte. It was a whole issue, man. This in the court. This matter went all the way to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court. Supreme Court released a Lands Commission, yes, statutory body. Statutory body, so under Ghana, or then and you are not going to take a decision. I bind them to me, but stop this decision. And I hear politics. President Kufuor free one because one of the things that President Kufuor no man buy or the G, the money no, and all the free ho, and NDC buy. NDC buy no more the same thing. And I say, and I am Krumamunsa saying the GCD, a year what a cantonment almost to the man, third party people. I say a year refurbishing. Tomoto dine, another diner, a plot. No. A diner was near BoG, normally a condominiums. Oko cantonment abebre, it sprang up around that time. Chase homes near there, a one side nina, adolance nina, that's how all those properties came about. MPP again, MPP so the politics, and this is what Thomas has no. MPP buy and another and a friend said, John, forever. I give it to my niece forever, because John Sukoto, assassin be or Achimota Forest. Anything not to NDC for the year politics, NDC buys yan on also jegum, on also beton. It is the politics of selling Ghana, no NDC near MPP no move. It is the politics of yen say yen ton Ghana, no be anjeni chefa, no man for them. Na said the or the be bram when you so why did I say or boy also ye juma is that video you be military funny be one. This week, you almost see a fan club. Messi is part of the diversionary tactics. This recruitment in the diversionary tactics. So that unya kind of work out here a ton state land. So that unya kind of work who say Bank of Ghana for ton you go. No see and some more munko to go nibium. Now you book $1.2 billion. So that you what drink diversionary tactics. Diversionary tactics. The same recruitment, you know. MPP 4 times more recruiters. There be other MPP for recruiting for. We don't have money. Ghana needs car. And then you fan for soldier. And then you fan for police. As omo do you togo for. Now when this man back up can oh omo ye for more soldier ni police no me Ghana for. Na MPP time they no me ye one. MPP time no me Burkina for. MPP time no me Afghanistan for. Unnecessary politics. The same thing. A few moments later ni be no. Musi sikeni wo be ne de ska wo. I had the fan for soldier, you had the fan for police, I'm here to Omukana. Say, see how Muka said, Uncle failing to me for and if on fire, President Mama, where issue statement said, Young foul winning and goom, young for 400,000, young 4 million and home, young 4 million police or fires, young 4 million and goom. The politics. You find this for a yes, I find this for because they are Ghanaians. And do you Ghana and India, it is good. The same thing you found and the MPP, only Ghanaians. Into it is good. And so make the kind of noise that was made, NAPCO. And then I buy a coffee NAPCO for the years, NAPCO is a waste of money. But these are also Ghanaian children. NAPCO for no so much pasa. Oh, say politics in here. Unnecessary politicking of national issues, national discourse, developmental issues. A bit Boama Ghana fan into my pay for see and yet. Ye didn't bear politics. Any. You see, the unnecessary politics. Any and this is the Ghana we have. Mami come test message be Clifford Bafu. Or say if the NDC as a party has pungent for being politically diabolical. I have nothing to offer the ordinary Ghanaian. I disagree, Mom. I disagree. You can say NDC is diabolical, but say they have nothing to offer Ghanaian. I disagree. But it's no BIOBB to offer. Let us have Dawson. It's not to say they don't have anything to offer. The KABC, family and friends in Muhammad's administration here, 2 man. Dr. Callistus Muhammad, Joyce Bawa Muntari, Randy Abe, any Bafuboni, any Irene Adi, Omunina, Muhammad, friends, any family, and no. Richmond could do or see they preach against it in opposition, but now they are doing the same thing. We have made a big mistake bringing back NDC and this just to rewrite their wrongs But this time, no, dear, it's smelling too bad. And also, no, dear, and no. Edmond, dance, good evening, Steph. You're Edmond. Also, good evening, and come my way. And after Richmond, couldn't do us, but we are now the NDC is telling us we can't criticize them in any way. Everything they are doing right now, no, they want us to believe, say, yeah, yeah, so see, you need so Efra. Clifford Cheba for say the corruption, the occupation of image tarnishing politics is so bad, and it doesn't adhere to the benefit of Ghana. Yeah, Obia ni didn't attempt. Anaba na mo amoko. Just oman ko wiye sikampo. Omo abes the government of Ghana tell me sponsorship and government more sponsorship. Hey, nkofo so mo tibida. This sisters not them blue, black, and say. But I'm happy so omo asan ba so omo June kro omo san ko America. Enti mo amudi atemu ntiate mo ko hage transformer. Say London no cry na mo se mo ntiate say women of valor ma ko London. Say omo so omo the gold boss sponsorship na san ko World Cup. Now say then mo be soon. You go cry blood. Mubesu ana mubesu esu mo and this is support that mo buy ya Togo kra mo nko bi no mo se mo ntia se na na ba na mo omode women of valor any gold boss sponsorship call land say so mo ko America kra nti mo ne mo starting su moja you go cry pepe. James Owusu kwati message or say Stevia, I'm sorry you are contradicting yourself. You perfectly explained the concept of inflation, but on the other hand you are saying prices are high. I'm saying that prices are high because the rate it's not commensurate, it's not corresponding with the 4.3. That's what I mean. I know just the high price na make the rate of the prices because inflation the changes the rate. Clifford I say politicians here unprincipled then they brain and no any year brain and no and I year brain no Charles redo there or say that ben who way Charles it doesn't matter. That ben I mean who doesn't even matter. Tell you I say now all these mining companies are being allocated to Ibrahim. Imagine Sananado Abang any the mining companies me man in Myanmar and can the besi e Ghana hanum. John say look at the global situation. We know what's going on in the global situation before any African country thinks. So we have already thought. Okay, on also ne dia ode ba no. John BM okay John Makan okay Chukwusi Efia may show from Kumasi, but use a little bit more English so that we all can understand you. Okay, I get you. Why? Kwesi a champion or Sibim lady, a very true party, a cano. Richmond Credu say if you are comfortable lead, but yeah, me met you a friend saying a snake over 20 years. And I mean, I bravo life, you know, 70. Met you half for crab, so. Ain't in your me and I what problem? Mimi would never have lived my life. But mom rantiana munu baby and mo support it is a huno. Mona was a mojemo. But Dokunusi cry is a problem. A Juma is a case. And it's only a Jumayana say you still follow politics blindly, sheepishly. And your case. Just as the Akose Mahama said Ekufuado a family and friends. And then they say Mahama no say Ekufuado family and friends. No, you John say if I agree with you. Sami je fiaste no muku no dey revenge pan. Me say me inside Philadelphia I gave that information to the police. Me say mo hwa ade no mu ye nkofo no mo nya amro so a reprisal attacks. Yo Richmond Credu or those who have who fed them with the falsehood no opposition no mo an o deceiving nkofo big time. Omo na da omo de da nkofo na nu nie enene ene ma na akọ asesa no etientu omo nyina afo. Linda appears on fire. Linda, thank you. Why? And Abrantia Bakoso. Okay, mommy, your message me. Redmond Credu Macau message. John Macau message. Jay Dazzle. I say I think Mahama had his first class from the university. Korea. And Mama no honorary doctor. It doesn't matter because President Mahama said no. Can't hear Kufuado ne say. Kufuado ti akonya so no honorary doctorate. It doesn't change the fact that President Mahama so akonya so no honorary doctorate. Whether on any school na dem man or not, it is a U10. Because the common man no so ma criticize Kufuado so akonya so a PhD honorary PhD me so menje. But on himself case on gia. E be show disrespect to the people. Tell so oje. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with President Mahama aje. There's nothing wrong. In fact, Korea for share entire Ghana monyam. Enti nisi e dey honorary keke. Honorary keke. Ye fanya politics. Ye fanya politics to the extent that Kufuado wa chinchim nkofo sana o mama no honorary doctor. Really? Ne Kufuado no to honorary doctorate ni ye den. at his age 80 something you say one 78 you say oh no the doctor no the then so the coffee anya brodo ni cheese no the berry anya yi and I know odi ni ire birthday wo hu gaga ya na kufu ado ye wada papa no wada munyina munim se nipa no free akonwa so a gracia the standard of living is constitutional. You can't change it. And also the Ghana constitution grand family manual. Wa born bra as you see Akufo-Addo before being president, his law firm was one. I don't think that I think his law firm top 5 law firms or we are rich law firms. Akufo-Addo the law firm top 5 law firms are was omudi cases amudi dollars boom omudi cases were Ghana di cases were abrochire Akufo-Addo law firm kan. It's when you be a co-position come bed no. When you be a co-position come bed no, who didn't attempt, you are wasting your breath. You are just wasting your breath. So what you say? Richmond Corrado was you could you talk about judge if you mean the way you politics, helicopter, and any money, and they said helicopter that dainty, and no one say any helicopter that dainty, you nipa me just like that. They shouldn't have died, but helicopter that dainty, and a nipa me no. So yo, yo, Albert Ghani say I don't think the equalization is valid. If Dakun buys his plane before his cousin came to power, there will be no problem. Did you know the plane? Massa, this is not an issue. Yeah, Dr. Callisto Sukra, oh yeah, executive secretary to the president say valid. Oh, Abeke can they open? Share. President Nakasa executive secretary class consensus na Ghana for you raising here very valid. Very valid. What you say? I think Bibiani idea politics. Romeo answer or say yeah. Okay, Abrante no the attempt now should attempt by ignore him. Ignore him. Ni Jabindo do so the attempt another one. We papa who ni pa the attempt. You are insulting your own IQ. That's a me see argument the debate there bar. You share your views too. The moment I'll be the attempt, that's a clear depiction of your IQ level. Daniel Amanko, I say this is NDC people for you. They be near my more minor. Mauk maintain or say until when Ghana, Sister, until say Ghana for me any other near back near who's on money a diano. Politics say ya nebekoso. Collins agree or say more power to you, Vim lady. More power. Kwasisa for a champ or see look at him. They have all put their hopes in the dollar. And I do Jitama said dollar, but in fact, I do video.
How the situation was in the past. Because remember that there was a time that the Ghana city rose to almost 17 Ghana cities doing. I just checked from Energy News, one of the very respected news outlets, online news outlets on energy related issues. And they are projecting that crude is doing about $99. Before the conflict, crude was doing $66. And so that's almost like $20 or $30 or so more that has added onto the situation before the conflict. So quite clearly, these are the things that are happening. But thankfully, the one that significantly impacts on pricing, which is the exchange rate, by reason of the current managers of the economy and what they've been able to do, it had kept the currency a bit more stable for the purposes of planning. And so, if the Ghana cedi today were to be trading at $15, 15 Ghana cedi to $1, the price of petroleum products would have been like 23 Ghana cedi for a liter. But because the current managers of the economy have been able to manage the stability of the Ghana cedi for the past 13 months or more, it has anchored the pressure that this current conflict would have. And that's what makes it a bit more different.
But you gold 38 tons. 19 tons, all because we want to stabilize the city. Abraham Kasesike nkene are recruiting crofo into the army, ni police, and kebet me to salaries. And the one our mammy won also ada, it's on to you. the necessary politics, but on kasa admitted say Iran conflict affecting him because already crude oil born a kosro. What Obiano was my born, you see, because Obio betina baby, so we say and a crude oil born in kosro or best reno. Or because crude oil born kosro near 2 petrol, na bibia born kosro near we are saying global crisis hitting ya. Any MPP jom ni any NDC jom. Everybody will go to that same market. Ye nyina ye bebre. Ye nyina ye bebre. So there's nothing NDC MPP about the first saying Iran war no any the effect on crude oil prices. I bet affect you but what we are saying is say Russia, Ukraine, what their politics is and next we run about won't tell are any affected. And NDC is trying so hard to justify it by saying, oh, you're stabilizing CD in India. I didn't want affect it. America no need their economy near big because starting affecting. I'm a near walk costro gas walk costro and you are sitting there still who know when I was so affected. Yeah, they are stabilizing city no crude near the city nekoto crude no yeah the city and ekoto. See, this is just DNS economics. This is just DNS economics. But here we are. Here we are. Unnecessary politics. Into yenia hoto. Unnecessary politics. Yenia hoto. It's up to us. Say, Drew, I say, yeah, two petrol booma. We go talk through. Don't worry. We give your own support you, whether you believe the first saying Iran conflict and affecting Ghana, whether you believe Iran for blocking state of Hormuz or won't block you. What it doesn't matter what you believe. As started say Kenya, you go talk through. Trot runner, you go talk through. Politics should not just be about power. Say the Ghana news necker. Politics should not just be about say power. It should be about building system structures. Building systems and structures. We shouldn't just do unnecessary politicking with politics. What you say? Daniel Kate say if you trust you need your whole kind because issue. Also, Marco say, why should we believe what private belongs to Ibrahim Mahama and not okay? I say I didn't think I was here believe he say play no crown Ibrahim Mahama, they are not President Mahama. Well, that's what they've disclosed. Ibrahim Mahama, Mijiri say nyane dia and kaonka and dia hopefully say be President Mahama dia no asheda kase. No, I think that Ibrahim Mahama dia because Ibrahim throughout life Ibrahim always catching President Mahama. On our building the life chain brand always catch President Mahama decided to do politics. Ibrahim decided to do business. And it's that Ibrahim always catching President Mahama. And on a private jet, but so he can afford it. That the President Mahama only private jet. Don't only says cannot be kwakoto. What you say? And the youth, send a Ghana news can be a fan of Ghana, no honey or modache, not just unnecessary politics. Clifford, they say the NDC painted another as though so in Bonnie because of power. And Nana Dunyankopon and or you almost on tomano. Or Hineba, Nana Boadu, or since the fear, Adeni is serious, but the Edru no Ghana no. Ghana, baby, a dear bedroom no. Linky, or say this MPP NDC people no don't have anything better for Ghana. That's a Ghana for our citizens now come so that they stop their lives. No man Shana politicians they have been the grass and a baye besine. Sa and a baye besine. Mamu they say all they stole. Or see they all stole Ghana money. And now my brainwashing agility. We can't even see say Ghana ska and omodia de omoyeno. Jay Dazo says to be sincere, the dollar should be around 14 to 15 cedis. That's what Bank of Ghana is doing purely. No, the Bank of Ghana is artificial. If your mother is dead, now say wada. It's up to all of us. And the Bank of Ghana say Ghana is sika gold 19 a year friends saying tons. I know my ton no more gold. Say gold no your kotofu fro be shema eboka 1.2 billion. Think about that. Oda man no so that that's a koto gold no for the abeship 38 tons now. A good Bank of Ghana no maton na just to stabilize a CD now. Yeah, beboka $1.2 billion. Think about that. And don't let anybody divert your attention. Play near same night, diverse night artists. Don't let anybody divert your attention. What I say, don't let anybody divert your attention. Ghana na yen Ghana ni see. Said it doesn't matter NDC MPP or mine be. That is how I mine no more money to say US, UK, no more build or mine. Or my building systems so much say it doesn't matter whether Trump let you. And it doesn't matter whether Biden it was system ne be juma. It you flew up and the system will kick in. You can only do much. Intina Donald Trump na wabani obi a obewo America bia no unyo automatic bia and you know court because the system will whip you into line. Omo system they will crack the whip. What you say? And the system will whip you into line. It's mama fancy and na course but next Wednesday ye ba ye be bia mu am obia kasa na obia so a kire na den. We just you made but don't let politicians fool you. And then some ya can as a politician, omo kwanya or no, or better politician. Ebiane a government lands ni na MPP for 1 year to suspend. They say they see engum obia koto bi. And two was kana so obenya skebia beto government lands bia. Start yesusu na so beto bi because obia koto. Elizabeth, oh, sister Lizzie. Mpacho Wednesday, why? Wednesday, ya mean, say, no, you can't fire and start be by Yankopon Yadama Wednesday. Na ya fire. Call government lands near. Say, the Aban almost see Yankoto in Nebi. Into be a koto. It's sad. Ghana pan. Chese. Ah, Ghana. Politics in tea. O de yen fancy anum say, na Yankopon Yadama Wednesday. But still, yan fire concern my yen anuma. Omuko ye ewo temano or helicopter crash. But I'm saying, God bless the a pilot because pilot na yes emergency attempt no so be lande wo cap school park ya and kanipo be kum nkotema de adan ko a even crash or ya na gini poso the ko system industrial area to ho tema refinery any balco any ferrofabric kanipe be wunu nka by now we are talking about Black Monday and thousands of people will die and to God bless the pilot but nipa mienu no ma free musu Yakopon